Hello, everybody. My name is Puptane from the Geeky Pup Show here on the Geeky Pup Show today. For what? For what? For Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes. I'm waiting. Gotta save it up. We are reading today issue 141, also known as The Man's Name Appears to be Mysterio. And he's back. He's back, boys. But before we get into it, let's meet our cast.
Before we get into that, we'll have a special guest joining us in 2 seconds. So, stall!
Was it? Oh, did Trusty finally say that he's coming?
I trust he'll be here soon.
Oh, okay. Well, that means Trusty will be our narrator and also one of the police officers that randomly show up to talk about Spider-Man. So
you're taking jobs from seniors.
Yeah.
How it is.
Yeah. I'm giving him my job.
Why don't you give it to? Just give it to Marani. You just took it back.
Yeah,
I top. You took that back. So you're taking from seniors. Well,
you're keeping your cop. There's 2 police officers.
Why don't you take our pudding while you're at it?
Yeah.
I could.
He's gonna take our pudding.
No!
Well, you better not take my cake.
Damn kids!
I'm not the cake eater. That is, of course, Brokeback Spider-Man right there.
Yeah. Lay back.
If you look over there, it is, of course, one of the elders I'm currently abusing. Mr. Brain.
She's every elder in the world.
So apparently, at LSU, where they had named the basketball court the Dale Brown Court, they decided to add Sue Gunter's name to the court, to which LSU fans said, "We still have a basketball program?"
Brain, he said stall for time. He didn't say make people leave.
Well, for one thing, somebody has to be here to leave.
That's true. Sadly, because there's one person watching right now.
They left.
There is?
It's probably Venkman. He's watching in the distance.
Now I'm watching now.
The froggy's watching
watch.
now. He does. If you look below Mr. Breen, you can see Graf Ickman playing totally innocent Professor Warren.
Oh, we just got the word. He just says, just
go ahead. Oh. So I give back the jobs that I took, I guess. I don't know. It's all so confusing. Oh, his computer might be acting up. I'm sorry, Trusty. And finally, in the role, I guess, of the narrator, unless Trusty shows up randomly to go ahead and steal it from her. Because I would do that, wouldn't I?
He's trying to write a. He's still trying. You know what? We have time. So
we just
He's
relax.
So
smoke if you
how
got.
about that weather outside? It is.
It's
cold.
frightful.
all right. Well,
It's not very delightful.
This is that educational moment when I can ask. Other than Eric Breen, who else has read this issue?
If you haven't, subscribe now. Do now. Act now while supplies last.
Yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel.
I have not been reading these Spider-Man issues. I hot take. I am not a fan of Spider-Man. But
Kick her out! Kick her out!
But
She's out of here.
hey,
Unbeliever! Uncouth! Check it out!
will you shut up? But I like him now. I never used to like the web crawl. I just
He's
didn't.
sensational.
I just didn't.
He's a menace. So it's absolutely fair that you wouldn't enjoy that masked criminal.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a front cover on that.
Yeah.
And here's the time of the show where we get to
Yeah,
guess
oh,
what
is
Zach,
Irving Forbush or somebody? I forget who that was.
guess what Zach is wearing and win a prize.
Brown shirt.
khakis and black shirt.
Doesn't matter as long as it's not black.
Brown shirt? What are you implying there?
Oh no!
White hood.
Hey, I watched Patterns of Force the other day. That's pretty woof.
Hey, is White Hood a little too on too a little too much to the point?
A white hoodie.
Well, I know Venkman stepped out in his front yard, threw a couple pieces of coal into the snow and said, "Zach."
Oh no.
I love how we're
And
taking
this
this
has
time.
been A Minute with Eric Breen. Good night, Breen.
I'm just amazed, seriously, that Paramount did not get flack for showing Patterns of Force, the old Star Trek show.
Go to bed with your buddy, Reed.
That's the one where they go to a planet where I don't want to go into who is running it, but it's not politically correct anymore. I can't believe they didn't get canceled for showing it. And you can definitely see the symbols all over the place. And it's ironic because Nimoy and Shatner are both Jewish, and they played in the show.
You know, I don't mean to be insensitive or anything, but I'm kind of hungry. Screw Trusty, let's go.
Oh!
If he shows up, we know.
If he shows up, he shows up.
If he shows up, I'll gladly defer the narrator to him.
To him. That's right.
And if he shows up, I'll put on pants.
Please put on pants.
When have you ever put on pants? You don't even have legs.
And now we have 7 people watching. It's time. I'm trying to. My stupid Xbox crashed. Everybody's having internet issues today. Isn't that odd?
I gotta ask. Is it a red ring of death?
Who knows? Anyway, the Amazing Spider-Man issue 141. I'll make it big for you, Mr. Breen.
Me.
Oh my!
Admit it, Webb, and you're finished.
No!
Even you can't survive an attack by all of us.
Oh, no.
Mysterio.
I love it.
Mysterio is back, and this time he's not alone.
I'm just gonna tap out right here. I'm done.
Take us away, sweet narrator.
While attending a demonstration in radiology, high school student Peter Porker was bitten by a spider, which had accidentally been exposed to radioactive rays. Through a miracle of science, Peter soon found that he had gained the spider's powers and had in effect become a human spider. Ooh.
Spider.
Stan Lee, cool dude, presents The Amazing Spider-Man. Yes. Ooh. The man's name appears to be Mysterio!
Breen!
Breen.
No!
Police sirens. Eric Breen. Terrific. It's getting so a fella can't even drive his Spider-Mobile in peace anymore in this town.
Oh, jeez. The toy.
I've got half a mind to pack it all in and move to New Jersey. He sings tonight.
From where?
Don't give up, Mr. Trusty Sidekick.
You've got so much to live for.
Hey,
Do I really?
Yeah. If you think this is an offbeat way to open a Spidey tale, wait till you see the rest of our story. Onward.
Where's Mr. Sheffield?
His name
I
is
hate
Peter.
cats.
I hate cats? What?
What?
We've got a mouse, Sarge. That web-slinging, wall-crawling, masked menace made a real mistake when he came down to the ground. He may be tough stuff swinging around skyscrapers, but here on Mother Earth, he's just another bad New York driver.
And introducing the worst driver ever.
It's a ring. And he's here!
Yay!
Yay! Anyway, thought bubbles.
They're right. I should have never dragged this monstrosity out of retirement. Hi, Trusty. I thought it might be useful somehow to help me get around the burrows, tracking down that crazy jackal.
Who's been hassling our hero these past few months.
Hi, Roy. They
Running
merged.
late Roy.
Pardon me, Roy. Is that the cat that chewed your new shoes?
But boy, was I wrong. Why do I ever let myself get talked into building this crazy thing? Never mind using it. I'll never know.
This was Breen's first appearance.
Oh my god, yes it was.
Ah, but those of us who've read Spider-Man number 126, we know. The rest of you, you'll just have to bliss along ignorantly, like you usually do.
And if this is your first time watching his reading, you'll be blissfully ignorant as well, with all our jokes.
Mhm.
Oh no! Another police car ahead of me! I'm boxed in.
Desperately, our hero casts about for a way out. And because he's desperate, he sees a way
We know
and
it.
prepares to take it.
Oh no.
This is going to get me killed, he tells himself.
This is going to get me
Sighing.
killed.
He tells himself. Sighing, he grits his teeth, shifts his gear.
Gets a
He's
grip on
found
himself.
down.
That's what the kids call it these days. And goes.
Down we do down now. Maroon.
Hey, I did it! Ooh, I did it! After a stunt like that, I feel like just like Steve McQueen.
And Bullet.
Breen.
Except that I'm driving the Dodge because the other car sucks. Watch my smoke, gentlemen. After night, you're going to be seeing a lot of it. Who needs a web when I've got a spider-mobile?
Yeah.
Funny, they're not following me. Maybe I'm the one that's sneaking around the block. The other end, is Allie? They'd never try the same stunt twice. And this is where I drove into the water. Wait a minute, did I say Allie?
Oop, oop.
Looks like Speed Buggy.
Yow!
Splash.
Oh.
And if you haven't, I know Jason. Cha-cha-cha. I didn't believe I did that. There was an alley here. I could have sworn it. At least I think there was an alley. But how do you make an alley disappear? Face it, Spidey. It wasn't there in the first place. And that means you're... Uh-oh. Footsteps.
I don't believe he did that.
Hey, we're right off the end of this pier. Doing 90 at least. What's your worry, Cartwright? Me, I say good riddance. It's just one less crook to worry about. So let the Harbor Patrol handle it. Tomorrow.
Terrific. I'm so popular these days. The cops don't even want to dredge for my body. If I weren't already one of those most depressed people alive, oh God, that'd be enough to make me want to slit my throat.
Wow.
Roy, can we get stand back? I'm feeling
That
depressed here.
escalated quick.
It reminds me of Hank Pym deciding, I'm going to blow my brains out.
Yeah.
Still, I wish I knew what happened here. I couldn't have imagined an alley could. I? And if I did, does that mean I'm cracking up? Or I'm cracking? I don't know. I got crack in my head. Well, I won't get anywhere brooding about it. I better go home, and
You bet. Oh.
well, wonderful. I hope Shooter's waterlogged.
Ew.
Some days it just doesn't pay to spin your first web.
When we next pick up our harried hero, it's several hours after the abortive Spider-Mobile caper. As an exhausted Peter Parker tries to stay awake during a class in biochemistry, with few positive results.
Mr. Parker, this is a lecture hall, not a rest camp. May I suggest that in the future you do your sleeping at home?
What? Huh? Oh, sorry, Professor.
The class ends. In groups or singly, the students leave. All but one, a certain somnolent scholar who is asked to remain after the others are gone for a friendly chat.
Peter, I must admit, I'm appalled. Because of your marks last year, you've had to take Biochem Law 106 over this semester. And Peter, your second chance is your last chance.
I know that, Professor Warren. And I'm grateful you let me register to take the course again.
Then show that gratitude, Peter. Shape up. You have immense potential, more than any other student I've ever had.
Gosh, if only Gwen was here.
Please, don't waste that potential. Don't betray my faith in you. If you have any problem, any difficulty, know that I'm always available to you. I'd like to think we have a good relationship, Peter, as teacher and pupil, even as friends.
Thanks, Professor Warren. Believe me, I mean that.
Hello there, Brown Eyes. Where have you been keeping yourself?
In the closet. I mean, Mary Jane! I've heard you hadn't signed up this year.
True enough, Pete. Doctor's orders.
Oh, Doctor. Who?
Doctor. Yeah, Doctor Who. He thinks I still need to rest the old bod after that shakeup I had. So,
Meaning the explosion which destroyed Peter's old apartment.
for the time being anyway, MJ's education is at a standstill. Speaking of being at a standstill, you look like you can hardly stand at all. Here, let me carry those books.
You know I have some laundry needs to be washed, too.
Oh my. Today, you can be the sex object, Mr. Parker. After all, men aren't the only ones who can be chauvinistic.
Ah, grassy ass, MJ. I think.
Will you relax already?
I am relaxed.
Mhm.
I'm fine.
You're the tensest person I've ever met, Pete. I think that's what makes you so lovable. You always look like you're going to fall apart, like a Charlie Brown who's just had the football jerked away from him.
Oh my. That's the strangest compliment I've ever received, MJ. If it was a compliment.
Oh, it was, baby. It was.
Oh my.
Peter's answering smile is a wistful one, and as he smiles, his mind goes back to another girl,
Oh, you.
another woman he's known. That girl is dead, and he wonders,
Eyes are floating head in the sky.
can anyone replace Gwen Stacy, the woman he loved? Peter doesn't know. He just doesn't know. The autumn wind lifts leaves across the city, gusting them from one part of town to another. If we follow them across town, they take us here to a certain private club.
The Copacabana.
Not the Hellfire Club.
Do you want to be the butler trustee?
Sure. Where one of the members is extremely familiar.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jameson. Would you like your usual?
I would like you to address me with all 3 J's.
Ain't
I'm
happening.
very sorry, my lord.
But a snifter of brandy for both Mr. Robertson and myself, Norton. And, Norton, I'm expecting an important phone call. When it comes, please notify me at once. I'll be in the main salon.
Very good, Mr. J. Jonah Jameson.
Damn right.
Life can be quite elegant, really, if you're a well-known publisher of a major daily newspaper, and if you're rich enough to pay $5,000 a year for club dues,
Yes.
or Disney Plus.
Yes.
Pretty much.
And if you really care about such things, life can be quite elegant indeed.
Mr. J. Jonah Jameson, your
Damn
phone
right.
call, sir.
Phone call J. Jonah Jameson.
I am loving today. That's a small business deal I've been working on, Robertson. Sorry, Joe Robbie Robertson. Now, if you'll excuse
Thanks,
me.
Cracker.
Yes? Yes, this is J. Jonah Jameson. I see. So you made contact, have you? Excellent. I'll expect another report tomorrow. Wow. Well.
Oh wow, look at that look.
Anything wrong, J. Jonah Jameson?
On the contrary, Joe Robbie Robertson. For the first time in many years, everything is just fine. Because I don't have to say his damn name.
Some of our other cast members might not feel as kindly as Jonah does toward life this evening. And knowing Peter Parker as we do, we guess that one of those disgruntled cast members just might be a certain web-slinging, hubcap-stealing, skyscraper-defacing Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes. It's 5 o'clock already. I still haven't got my margaritas. Or figured out a way to salvage my Spider-Mobile. I chucked the whole thing and simply forget it. If I hadn't made a deal with those clowns at Corona Motors. To build this stupid thing, asterisk, dash, dash.
Back in Spidey number 126, sports fans.
Thanks, Roy. Can I read my line here? Hey,
Back up.
He doesn't want to listen. There we go.
reel in those long fingers. But as it is, I don't have a choice. I gotta get the SM back soon. I'll call
Oh,
Rihanna.
behave, baby.
Oh my. Next.
Meanwhile, this web slinging can make a man hungry. McDonald's. I thought I couldn't do it without causing a riot in Wisconsin. I'd slip into that eatery and, hey, wait a minute. Is that the guy from Happy Days? The dad?
It said
Mr. C.
May not be strictly ethical, but when a man's starving to death, Mr. Kiss, oh, why don't you look way up?
Wait a second, you didn't read your line.
Yeah,
Hey, I'll go back.
it's
And
right
I'm,
up there.
and I'm taking this guy.
It's time for morality.
Plastic kids, why don't you look at where you're going already?
They're on their way to a DC cover.
What the fuck?
Oh, that poor guy looks like he's going to have a canary over at DC Comics. Just as soon as I set this stuff down, I'll shoot a couple dollars to him on my webbing. And wait, where do I have the money at? I don't got any pockets. Oh well, spider sense. It's tingling. Warning of danger.
He never said they were going to be his $2.
I want my $2.
This mist.
$3.50.
Sierra Mist. I didn't order that. What's this green? Oh, that's the worst McDonald's ever. Look at that green soda.
It's a big shake.
I must have got it from
Orange.
Ohio. It's the same fog I drove into this morning. But it's different now. Cloying. What kind of word is that?
Yeah.
Sort.
Mhm.
Sticking to me. I can't see. Oh God, I'm falling.
That's what you get for eating McDonald's.
Reflexes snap into action, and before Spidey is even fully aware of his fall, his body has acted to save him.
Yes.
Good job.
Reflexes like a cat.
With somewhat mixed results.
Oh, there goes his shoulder.
Oh God. Yow! That hurts. Feels like I yanked my shoulder loose. Tore my arm right out its socket. Still, the pain's clearing my head. And I got a feeling this mist isn't going to affect me as badly now. I hope. It doesn't take a physics degree to tell me somebody's behind this crazy frog.
Crazy frog.
After thinking about it all day, got a pretty good idea who this somebody might be. Uh-oh, the fog's thickening. My spider sense is working fine. Is that singing I hear? No, maybe not. This is green things. This, Gop gets any, denser. I won't be able to see what my sense is warning me. Hey, look there! It's some kind of big baby! Oh, he's just a shadow now. I can't see him clearly. But I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that I stole from that guy. The man coming towards me is...
Mysterio, you half-witted has-been.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Whack!
Just this once. Why couldn't it have been wrong? Something's wrong. He's moving too quickly. And he's stronger. Much stronger than I remembered. But he's doing kung fu.
He's the leadoff
Bunt.
man, and he bunted.
I should have went for the full swing. He's not giving me a chance to catch my balance. And what's even weirder, he's holding off on his usual melodramatic taunting. And he's actually singing too. I gotta
Why
see
isn't he
suspicion.
monologuing?
I gotta
I'd like to know that myself.
seek suspicion. Mysterio knows it too. The way he's running like Tom Cruise. He can just disappear means he wants me to follow him. And that implies he's planned some sort of trap.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I'm not the shy sort, so I'll just tag along. as we run sideways and see what Mysterio's been up to the last time I sent him off to jail. --hyphen.
Way back in Spidey number 67, footnote fans.
No! This is crazy! Crazy!
Crazy for feeling so lonely.
A Mack truck driving toward me along the side of the alley wall, and it's going to
Unabashed free plug.
hit. You skipped the crack.
No.
Crack.
Thank you. Oh. Did I just do a stupid thing? Elbow feels like I shattered it. What? For what? That truck was illusion, and I knew it. Or rather, my mind knew it. My gut tends to be a little uninformed about these things. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Now this is ridiculous. I can see these things forming, appearing out of the wall like movie projections, or like ghosts.
Oh, scam.
But that's just impossible. Hammerhead, the Vulture, Dr. Octopus, the Grizzly, Bolton Man, Morbius, Lions, Tigers, and Bear. Oh my! So many of them. They're getting solid. Oh, my old enemies.
I should be smiling.
Oh, wait, did we go the wrong way?
Yeah.
And they
The book
seem
did.
so real. Almost, though. I could touch them. The Green Goblin! He has come back. Throw one of his pumpkin bombs. I can't avoid it. The bomb's going to go through me. What the? It's a trick. You're trying to confuse me. All of you. You're coming at me. Jumping on me. Why don't you go away? Leave me alone. Don't you let me live. Smack. Why don't you let me live?
Scrack.
Uh,
Wall.
Why don't you let me?
Crack with Zach Cave.
My hands. My beautiful hands.
oh, jeez.
And this is how I became the Sorcerer Supreme.
Mhm.
Who was the miss? That seer miss. It affected me more than I thought. Can't think clearly. I was ready to believe. Really believe. All my enemies had caught up with me. But it wasn't all my enemies. It was only one.
This is only the beginning, Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
The game will end with your death.
So you say, mister. I say don't hold your breath.
Fling.
Oh, my head. And I'm dead.
After
Peter. Oh dear, your hands. How did you hurt your hands?
Would you believe I caught them in a door leaving school?
For heaven's sake, Parker, be serious. You look like you've been worked over by a football team.
I'm not that kind of guy.
Maybe we should call Mr. Robinson, Ned. He could find a doctor and...
Don't bother, Betty. It might cause the Daily Bugle a little money. and I wouldn't want to get Jonah and Jameson all upset. And plus,
Then you would have used all 3 J's!
I just want to know what's with your tie, Ned.
Well, it was a gift, but will you tell us what happened, Peter?
You see, it started on a Monday.
It was a gift from Alicia Masters.
I gave it to the wrong fellow.
What's to tell? I got mixed up in a brawl between Spider-Man and Mysterio. My hands are a little cut up, that's all. Apparently Mysterio's escaped from jail, and he's back in town carrying a king-size grudge for our favorite web slinger.
Mysterio? Are you sure?
A mistake like that's pretty hard to make, Ned.
But you must have made a mistake, Peter. Either that or you saw a ghost. Mysterio died in prison almost a year ago.
Oh, then it's finally happened. I'm cracking up! Peter Parker is insane!
Oh no.
Nah, we don't believe it for a minute, compadres, and neither should you. For the full story behind the story, tune in next issue when we'll present
Dun, dun, dun.
the man who hated Spider-Man, also known as J. Jonah Jameson.
Exactly, J. Jonah. And that's
Yes.
it. Wow, that was a short one.
Yeah.
My back's
And he was-
hurting, okay? I can only do it for so long.
Oh no.
It's too bad Puppetine couldn't be here with us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that the mic wasn't on. But that is our story. We want to thank you so much for joining us. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It was a good one, and this next Sunday, I suppose, we will continue, and it'll be a good one then, too. But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye!
Goodbye.
Farewell.